We broke up because of BTS. 7 months ago, I was here in this very place, standing in front of all these people, pouring my heart out to someone who I thought was the one. Little did I know I'd be back in this place, not to express my love, but for telling the world why we broke up. Now I know the title made you curious, and I know you're wondering, BTS? What is that? Who is that? Some of you may not know, but BTS is a seven-member K-pop group who happens to be one of the reasons why we broke up. I first became a fangirl when I was still 11 years old. I was a believer, a Justin Bieber fan. I was young, and I only thought of him every day of my life. Then, of course, I got into K-pop, but it was a very different group back then. Now you may think, what has K-pop got to do with why we broke up? As any love story would start, we met and then we thought it was love. We thought we were destined to meet each other and be together forever. But of course, we were wrong. Our story was a unique one because it was an us against the world kind of love story. I was so willing to fight for us, but you weren't. I've known about BTS through my sister because she was a diehard fan. I remember I used to tease her because she kept on replaying their songs that I got annoyed of hearing them until slowly I got curious of them. So I asked my sister to introduce me to them, and that was how my life started to change. I remembered how our relationship started to fall apart. I felt that something was wrong, but of course, you told me I was crazy for thinking that way. You told me we were okay and that there was nothing wrong with us, that you were just busy with work, and that I should trust you more. And I did. I understood every canceled date, every late reply, every postponed plan because I loved you. This is where BTS played a part in our love story. While you were busy with work, I preoccupied myself with fangirling over them. I would watch all of their videos while I was waiting for you for 5 hours straight. I'd be listening to their music while waiting for you to show up. I'd be checking up on them on Twitter while I wait for your replies. As you became busier with work, I also distracted myself with these 7 Korean men. I didn't notice this happening, but the more you got busy, the happier I was. Because then I'd get to spend my time with BTS. Every late reply meant I could spend more time on Twitter to get updates about them. Every cancelled plan was more time spent for them. Until it got to the part where I didn't really want to see you because I'd have less time with BTS. Then it hit me. How could I be so in love with the people I only see in the screen than with the person who's in front of me? How did all of this happen? I'm not blaming you for being so busy at work, because of course, that's work. But I've learned that people always make time for the people they love. You relied on the fact that I was willing to wait for you always, but you forgot that I'm also human and people get tired. We then fought a lot. We told each other the most hurtful things. We called each other names, and we became people we swore we'd never be. But I was still willing to fight for our relationship. I felt you slipping away, but I held on you tighter until you told me that I was already suffocating you. You told me I was too much, that you wanted space to think about things, to clear your head, and of course, I gave it to you. I knew this was it. You were gonna leave me. I blamed myself. I questioned my self-worth. I asked myself why people never stay with me. Was there something wrong with me? Am I really too much? Am I really hard to love? Am I really easy to forget? Why does this always happen to me? Why me? While I was so absorbed with my self-loathing, BTS helped me to realize things through their songs and through their advices. They taught me that the most important love is the love for oneself. That you can't find real love in others if you don't know how to love yourself. These 7 boys, who don't even know I exist, taught me a lot of things these past few months that I've been single. Jung Jungkook taught me that it is okay to be weak at times. It is okay to be vulnerable because, after all, we're just humans. We can only do so much at a time. Kim Taeyong taught me that the things you find weird about yourself are the things that the right person will love the most about you. Park Jimin taught me how to stay kind despite everything bad that I've been through, and to always look at the bright side of everything. Jung Ho Suk taught me that there's always hope. Even when things don't go my way, I still have that little faith in myself and other people. Min Yoongi taught me to never give up even when things are hard. I just have to fight one day at a time. Kim Seok-jin taught me to treasure the people who truly love and care for me because they are the ones who will always be there for me. Kim Namjoon taught me that I should not be so hard on myself. He taught me that self-love doesn't happen overnight. It is a never-ending process. To cut the long story short, we broke up not because he left me, but because I realized my self-worth through BTS. Because of them, I know that this was not the kind of love I deserved. I deserved better. If you told me 7 months ago that I would be here to tell our breakup story, I would not have believed you. The person I was 7 months ago would still have fought for our relationship. But the person I am right now, 7 months after, knows what's worth fighting for, and you're not worth fighting for. I did not just break up with you last December, I also broke up with my past stupid self, and now I finally know better.